that something's going wrong internally. And what's going wrong internally? Now that's a bit of chemistry for those who like it. You get increased gut permeability, leaky gut, and this is how you measure it. This is the range for normal people. This is a patient with leaky gut, well outside, well above the range, letting all sorts of things through the gut wall. These 29 conditions are known to be associated with this. That's some of them. So it's a test that's telling us something that's generally true for a lot of people. The other thing is metabolism in the liver. I don't want to get too technical here, but essentially you have two phases here. Phase 1, which generates free radicals. And it's those free radicals, unless they're mopped up quickly, can do a lot of damage to the liver and to other tissues if they get taken out of the liver in the blood supply. Phase 2 is the way in which these reactive compounds generated by the cytochrome enzymes are converted into excretory products that can be excreted mainly in the urine but sometimes in feces. If phase 1 is over excited, then you've got problems. If phase 2 is down, you're going to have problems. And these tests are easy to do. Can easily be done. One of the big features about this is the dose. This is again from the autism unit. What we're looking at here is self-injurious behaviour and the dose of a drug called sulpiride. As the dose starts here and you increase the dose, decrease the dose, you get a normal, what's called normal dose response curve, where you get control of the self-induced behaviour, and as you increase the dose, you get toxic effects coming in. But if you reduce the dose, you also get toxic effects coming in. And it's this low dose factor that's just beginning to be appreciated by toxicologists, and there's a lot of interest in it, what it means. But what it does mean is that the responsiveness to medicines can be quite ambiguous and paradoxical. And I suspect some of you people are sitting in this sort of region with your medications, that you're seeing at low dose, you're still getting toxic effects. This is stuff that blocks the stuff going through the gut wall. Things that can be inhaled like perfumes. Who has problems with perfumes? Right, okay. This might be what's causing it. I'm not saying it is, but it might be. It's worth looking at. Musk is a common ingredient of perfumes, and it blocks this mechanism the cells have in the gut wall for sending things. They get things in, they say, I don't like it, send it out again. So they have this antiporter process. If that's blocked, then the stuff accumulates in the cell, and that's what these Musk perfumes appear to be doing. Just a very recent piece of work. Gut-brain axis. Brain and the gut are very much involved with each other. These are just to show you the sort of things. All these peptide communicating molecules are found in both the gut and the brain. But they were first found in the gut on this side and first found in the brain. A lot of commonality. The gut has been called the second brain because they share so much in common. And this, oh golly, my photo. I don't know why that photo. I was going to show you Andy Wakefield's inflamed gut, but I can't because the picture hasn't come through. I don't know why that is because it ran through all right when I went through it. This is our picture being built up with the IAG tryptophan story in blue. And these are the questions that come from opioids from food affecting the immune system and the blood-brain barrier and the activity of the brain. Viruses and infection also affect the gut and the brain and the immune system. And sulfate metabolism is important in membrane stability and hormones and in detoxification processes. So that is our sort of picture where we think this is the shared biochemical deficits. Who's on a gluten-free diet? You find it helpful? Right, okay. Who's on a dairy-free diet? Who's on a dairy and gluten-free diet? Those are the tough guys. Right, congratulations. It's a tough call, but it does work and it helps. It doesn't cure, but it helps. And that's one of the things we would recommend from this IAG story. And that's the same thing's been shown you, but this time I put on here the sort of treatments that have been given to affect these different parts of this complex interlinked biochemistry. Naltrexone is an antagonist for morphine, and it does help some children with autism. Milk and gluten taken out, enzymes put in, secretin sometimes help people with autism. Probiotics. Who's using probiotics? Hope you use them regularly, because you've got to stick at it with probiotics. Don't work if you just keep take them every so often. What about molybdenum, magnesium sulfate, MSM, B6, B12, glutathione, vitamin C, CoQ? Who's on CoQ? Right. NADH, succinate. These are all things that have been found to help some people. So it's not true that things can't be done. They don't provide the whole answer yet. That's just a reprise of what I've been saying now. This is the blood-brain barrier, showing how the blood is... Things in the blood are blocked from getting into the brain. This is these arrows bouncing back. And they've got... but some things have got to get through, like water, oxygen and glucose. If this barrier is opened up, all the other things will get through as well. And biological toxins can damage it. This is one example of the blood-brain barrier protects most of the brain. That's why it's called a blood-brain barrier. But it's weakest around the ventricles, which are these areas which are really holes in the brain which are filled with fluid. This is a key thing